NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They go play action here. Mon. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Off the play fake, Mon. Oh, looking for Wall, but this is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Harrison Butker to give off 14 to City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The option to give to Williams here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mon now off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Second down. Here's Mond again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on second down. Mond. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Mond out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, here's Mon. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Mon going to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Big hole up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chiefs 14, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Good catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Mon. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Mon. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Mon looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nicole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Mixing score, Chiefs 21, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Good catch. Game at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 2 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mond eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here taken in by Ingram. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
30-40 yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 2 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, here's Mon. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the 2nd half here.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, They have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Wild Bill, wild finish. 22's coming, 22's coming.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming. Like
3rd down from the gun, it's Mon. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming. Mike. I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school.
They go play action here. Mon rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Off the play fake, Mon. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mon now off of play action. And he will find his man runs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
54.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
So second and 2. And the Chiefs 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 miles.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mond, they're going for it. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Now a throw here to his running back. Room here to run. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Mahomes takes it himself, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Second and 10. Mon going to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here we go. Mike 22, he's counting. 22's counting. Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Mike 22, Mike 22. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, here's Mon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Renfro. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Rip right, rip right.
On a quick throw, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. A first down and more for Jacobs. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans that are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Kansas City, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.